Okay. So, take a look at my willpower and charisma. Okay, good. Okay, so I do have power levels. That's good. We've got a few fetishes. Force one air, force one air. That's fine. So now, just talk to Mrs. Kubota. Mrs. Kubota watches you across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your own peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. "Konbanwa, good evening." "My, but aren't you the pretty elf? Are you enjoying the seamstresses' union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy." She eyes you closely. "Or is this business?" "I just need a moment of your time, Mrs. Kubota. I have topics to discuss." "Sokka. And why should I help you?" Jake sent me." "I'm glad to hear that Jake Armitage is alive. Again. He lives an interesting life. Very well. If Jake sent you to me, I will help you." Trouble adjusting that mic stand. And there we go. "What do you want to know?" "How well did you know Sam?" "I knew him well. We all did. Sam was a regular here, whenever he could beg or borrow enough new yen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam, as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote." "Did you see Sam on the night of his death?" "He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Kluva, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them." "Why is this place called the Seamstresses' Union?" "During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born." "So you're a former seamstress?" "No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union." "One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote?" "Would that I could. I've not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her." "If she's dangerous, why fear for her?" "Please, if you are what I think you are, you know. There is always someone more dangerous." "Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on our comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key." Let's go upstairs. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever come back here later in the game and check out what's in these rooms. So, we We've got this room, which I don't think is hers. I think that's just some random room I also have access to. Here's her room. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. I have no computer skills on this build. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on screen... password? Without the password, the only other button on screen is password recovery option. And I will get those soonish. So, Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the diary to the first paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him with the real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union. But he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish he could slice out that gang from our life together. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Let's take a look at that receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Delightful. So, diary to the second paper, a handwritten poem on it, and a diary entry. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind, or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco! Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject and conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Okay, different page. Third paper. A receipt and an old photograph. Let's look at the photograph. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has "Shadow" scrawled on it. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Let's go to the fourth paper. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342436. Okay, so now 3423. Good. Good thing it saved it for me, because I was remembering it incorrectly. So let's see what's in her safe. Ooh, a grenade. That's handy. Except no. I won't be any good at throwing grenades because I don't have my strength up. Let's send it to the stash. And now let's try getting into her computer. Password recovery. Your first childhood pet, let's say Shadow, the snake that was wrapped around her. Favorite musical act. I don't know if there are any hints to that in the room. I think every time I've done this, I've just brute forced it. I can't remember what the answer was for this one, so I'll say a shield wall. And she's got the Chicago in her background. Okay, incorrect. So let me try again. Shadow. I can't remember if I said Shield Wall or Starfire. And Chicago. Ah, there we go. So I'm logged in. Let's take a look at her calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. I wonder who that could be. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay, so go talk to Mrs. Kubota again. Let me see if there is a hint in here about the band. I don't think there is. There she is. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm a vegetarian. Did you know Jin Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you'd go down there, it might bring me a peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Ganbatte kudasai. Good luck. Is Jin Park still there? Good. Oh, Parks. Need some hardware? Did you sell a Browning Max Power to Coyote, the bartender? Hey lady, I'm discreet. I don't talk about what my clients or what they buy. Could have used a proofreader on that one. Bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me. If she was a customer, which I'm not saying she is. She can't recommend you if she's dead. Did she say anything about why she wanted it? All she said was that she was looking for stopping power. He's back on the drama. And I am foregoing guns on this run, so I won't buy anything from her. I don't think I have very much money, so I wouldn't really need or I wouldn't be able to buy another outfit right now. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Intelligence, charisma. But it's only on 2. Willpower 1. Yeah, I'm gonna hold out for something better. I don't think I need to talk to Cherry Bomb again right now. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market, an immersively quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadow of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, the Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Okay, let's see what Patrick has to say. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Ma'am, you are a beautiful elf, but you could be so much more. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Okay, I'll bite. What are the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life? The first step is to simply come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. Okay, so that's some cult shit that'll become more important later. Refurbished flowers, I don't know what that means. I might be interested in some synth juice, but I can't talk to him. There's Paco. Let me do a little more scouting around first. Okay, there's Maury's Meat Emporium. That's where Coyote bought her meat, her zebra meat. Ooh. Okay, so there's another murder scene. Good thing I have that security etiquette. A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. Detective Bloodfeather, Auburn Precinct. We have reason to believe the victim may have been involved in an illegal BTL smuggling ring we're investigating. I'd like to examine her belongings for evidence. Badge and SIN, please. Well, it's all right, officer. She's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay then, make it quick. Okay, let's take a look at the body. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. Officer Aguirre? The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet ya. Now, seeing as this crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so we might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye? Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Do you have any leads on the Ripper that I should know about? Ha, plenty, if you ask McCluskey. The truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time, officer. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list and let you know the next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Well, I'm always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover. Excellent, shall we say 300 new yen? Alright, fine. I don't think I've ever done this on any of the other playthroughs, so let's see how useful he is. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. We get any useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. So, what brings you out here? Hot on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murder? Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden. Worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's the strange thing. There don't seem to be any signs of a struggle, not a single bruise on her body. Yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken, died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management that I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. What about the bite marks on her arm? Ah! Completely unrelated. It appears some wild dogs dragged the body out here from the alley, sometime after her death. Any sign of magic use here? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now there's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure. So, the Ripper takes Sam Watts' liver, and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. Sergeant Aguirre over there seems pretty friendly. Can I trust him? Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I'd take Aguirre over McCluskey any day of the week. That's enough questions. Thank you, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon before he shows up. Talk to this elf. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, maybe that means formal jacket, I'm not sure, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Why would you want to know something like that? The elf giggles, a short, strange, high-pitched warble. You would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, just a hobby. Never mind that, though. Good evening to you and your friend the coroner. I feel like that conversation could have gone better, but, you know, it's been a little bit since I've played through this game. So the last victim worked at a stuffer shack, and I'm pretty sure the stuffer shack is somewhere in the vicinity. Just don't immediately remember where. Glad there's no trolls around here. Okay. You racist, bro? Let's talk to Frank at the stuffer shack. The orc before you wears the standard stuffer shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. I take it you knew the victim? Yeah, what's it to you? I need to ask you some questions. Well, now let's go with my condolences. Were the two of you close? Thanks. Sorry, we're just not used to folks being too friendly around here. The orc wipes some tears away with a dirty napkin. Yeah, we were pretty close, as co-workers go. Blind Lucy and I worked here at the shack for 3 years together, started on the very same day. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear these huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? No, she wouldn't talk much about it, just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out. Seen anyone strange in the area lately? I see weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. But no, nothing stranger than usual. I'm not entirely sure what kind of business a stuffer shack is. Did Lucy have any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. That guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed for a restraining order. That all seemed to die down a while ago, though. When was the last time you saw Lucy? Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on her way home, but we got some last-minute customers. That's all I needed to know. Thank you for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? In my own way, why do you ask? Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mom gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the Seventh World awakens. I just thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. I understand. If I can find it at the scene, I'll bring it to you. Thank you for your help, friend. You know where to find me. I sure do. And I know where to find that necklace. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see. And what do you think you're doing? This carving is a powerful shamanic summoning fetish. If there was any magic involved in this woman's death, the latent magical energies in this necklace could have become extremely unstable. I needed to get away from here now. You see uncertainty spread across the young officer's face. Well, you seem to know what you're doing, but bring that right back once it's safe. That could be important evidence. You bet. Lean down to pick up the necklace. You pick up the necklace. It's an intricately carved piece of wood in the shape of a dragonfly, with small turquoise stones set within its eyes. The wood feels very sturdy for its weight. Probably meant to be sturdy. With genuine wood such a rarity in the Sixth World, this piece might be worth quite a bit to the right buyer. Yeah, and maybe that's what the Stuffer Shack employee is actually going to do with it, but who knows. Give it to him anyway. Hopefully get a karma or two. Let's see. One problem I keep having with these games is not being mercenary enough. So I try to be conscientious about how I do things generally. So something like asking for payment kind of rubs me the wrong way, but I need to start doing more things like that. I've got it, sure, but I don't recall if we discussed payment yet. Look, here's 200 new yen. It's all I can spare. Deal, here's the necklace. I still got a karma, that's nice. I'm glad I can do this much for Lucy, at least. Thank you for your time. Let's see what this guy's deal is. Junkie? What do you gotta say for yourself? Hey lady, you have any extra new yen? Just need some sucrozoom from the shack over there. And again, I could be a dickhead, and that's probably the smarter way to play these games, but I'll give him 10. Have 10 new yen. Nutrasoy cakes will fill you up for longer. Thanks, chummer. Nothing. Ingrate. Not like he's in charge of when I get karma. Okay, so looks like there's nothing else to do this way. Let's head back to... yeah, I think I need to meet with Paco. See what he's up to. Nothing at Mori's Meat Emporium yet. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself, Dandelion Eater. What do you want? Dandelion Eater, for anyone who doesn't know, is a slur for elves. You wouldn't happen to be looking for Coyote, would you? That's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? I'm Bloodfeather. Well, okay, let me... Relax, we're on the same team. I'm Bloodfeather. I was just at the Union. Your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain... She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drac! I know where she went. Damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it! Paco, slow down. Where did she go? The Royale Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job. I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her, there's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? One more thing. Coyote had a receipt for some zebra meat from a place called Maury's Meat Market. Ever heard of it? Zebra meat? What? Look, that shop's just down the block if you want to check it out. But I'm going to the Royale with or without your help. What's it gonna be? I'm in. Don't worry, we'll get her back. Damn right we will. Is this Micah? What's up? What's up with me? What's up in the game? What kind of answer are you looking for? The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. Everything cool here? Yeah, everything's swell. Manny continues to stare daggers in Paco's direction. The name's Manny. Now what do you want? Just cut to the chase, I guess. I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? I'll look it up. Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for the stuff for some reason. Oh, Drek. That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. And if she never picked it up... Whatever. Anything else? Yeah, I don't really care about any of the other stuff. I know Paco's, taking protection money from him. This is Shadowrun Returns, the first of the trilogy of games that Harebrained Schemes put out. Look for Coyote in the Royal Apartments. Where are the Royal Apartments? Oh, okay. All the way over there. Oh, that was right by the Stuffer Shack this whole time. There we go. So yeah, this is Shadowrun Returns. I am an elf eagle totem shaman, and I've had bad experiences with shamans in the past. It's not a build I enjoy playing, but I am trying to get better. Typically, I'd go for, spell casting and or ranged combat. I've been forcing myself to do close combat. I took a shot at being an adept. That didn't go super well. I just need to kind of... I just finished up Shadowrun Hong Kong, and I played... Well, I did an SMG and cyber weapon claws on that build, and I got a little more comfortable with close combat and how it can really disrupt enemy cover and whatnot. Like if you attack someone with claws, then generally they stand up, so they're no longer in cover, and you can also do AP damage, which means they don't get to move potentially. So it can be super helpful. Shaman, I'm still not really seeing the upside, so I also started putting some points into spellcasting, because that's kind of my comfort zone. Come on, lady, let's go find Coyote. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. What do you mean, lady? I told you my name. The Royale Apartments. You roll up on the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old, rotting trash mixed with you don't want to know is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Anything's better than this. The better-than-life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale Apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. The Royale Apartments. What a hole. Can't imagine what it was like for Coyote growing up here. Aqua trails off. Yeah. We're here to take care of business. Let's get to it. If Coyote's here, we have to hurry. She's good, but, well, these BTL guys pay to stay well informed. They may have known she was coming. Let's see what there is to... Oh, okay, I can talk to a tweaker. Fantastic. Please, can you spare some new yen? None of these are really what I want to say, but... Okay, my cred stick's a little light too, lady. What can you do for me in exchange? I got nothing left to give, lady. It all goes to BTLs. Everything. Please, just a few new yen. Maybe I can cred you for some information. Have you seen a woman come through here today, armed and looking for trouble? Yes. No. Hell, what do you want me to say? I'll tell you anything. Everything. Please. She drops to her knees, pleading. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You should leave this place if you can. But that doesn't make sense. The BTLs are here. I just need something. She collapses, whimpering, and seems lost to this world. Okay, she was no help. What about sad old man? Is he going to be any more useful? More of him. Like a lazy pigeon, he watches you approach. You're not from around here, are you? I don't want any trouble. You have quite the vantage point here. Bet you don't miss much. Seen anything special today? Yeah, everything in this body has gone to rust, except my eyes and ears. Bit of a commotion upstairs earlier. Stevie's men are twitchy. This pretty young thing came through earlier, snooping around like you two are. I could tell she weren't here for BTLs. I don't know how she got upstairs, but there was a lot more gunfire than there usually is this time of day. That's not good. Okay, that's not good. Did you see her come back down again? Nope. A couple of Stevie's men came around asking what anyone saw. Kept my mouth shut, I did. Where's Stevie holed up? He's got the whole top floor to himself. Fancies he's the king around here. Great. Now this is an extraction. Hey, old man, you know how to get upstairs? You've been right friendly, but I can't get on the wrong side of Stevie J. I'm sure you understand. Look, we're here to save her. Do you really want that girl's fate on your conscience? This is the benefit of a shaman build, because shamans are all about charisma, and both high charisma and different etiquettes help you bypass a lot of issues get you through a lot of things without fighting. So, 4 charisma. Damn it, you're right. You can go on through my place. Let's see what's going on here. The wall is crumbling here. Through a hole, you can see a rickety stairwell leading up, but it seems it can only be accessed through the locked apartment next door. Good thing I got that guy to unlock it for me. Ooh, I can summon a spirit, but for what? I guess if I go down here and get involved with Stevie's gang. Stop your pleading. Your boy has debts and we're collecting. Please, Riker, no, he's my son. Get your ass back in your squat before I break something else. I'll send him upstairs instead. You want me to give him to Stevie? Maybe after he kills that girl we caught? You pig! Give Zipper back now, or you'll bleed on me? Zipper's gone. Get yourself a new kid. Oh God, no. Please, no. Okay, so... let's talk to Simp. This is my home! Get out! What was that all about? Why you care? It's my son. The bastard took my son. Who took your son? One of Stevie J's goons, Riker. He runs that filthy BTL squad across the hall. My son, Zipper, he's not a strong boy, and Riker knows it. Lured him in with those damn chips. Better than life. Ha! What life? And now they're torturing him in there. What's a BTL and why do they need your son? They don't have BTL where you're from? It's an illegal type of SimSense recording. You know, a recording of brain patterns or something. They slot it into your head and it's like you're there, living whatever it was they recorded. But these guys remove all the safety limiters from the SimSense and get people addicted. Riker over there has his own recording studio so he can make his own product. They're using my son as a guinea pig to record torture BTL, so that his boss Stevie J upstairs can torture anyone he likes just by slotting the chip. Doesn't even have to lay a hand on him. Overheard them say they have a special guest up there in the penthouse right now. That must be Coyote. They've got her up there. Keep it together, Paco. She's still alive. Stay frosty. Yeah, you're right. I'll be okay. What about my son? I'll see if I can save your son while we're saving our friend. Thank you. So, let's see if there's anything in his apartment I can loot. Jazz is not... Jazz is actually pretty good, although since I'm not using any guns, at least on this run, quickness isn't the most important thing. So I will just send it to my cache. In later games, well, I think specifically in Hong Kong, you can, if you don't have room for something, you can actually give it to someone on your team instead of just sending it to your stash. I'll touch whatever I want, Riker. Haven't seen you before, lady. Looking to go somewhere special? A scream echoes through the pipes of the rotten walls. Hard to tell where it came from. I heard you're in the middle of a recording session? Sure am. My gear is state-of-the-art, if you can believe it. I'm looking for something very special. Something violent. Look around. Clearly, I'm not going to be offended by any idea you can come up with. I want to kill someone and record it. The thug looks like he's thinking hard for a moment. Wow, you're one sick bastard. I like it. Perfect timing, too. I could use a trigger man for a little project I've got going. Come with me. Show me the way. Oh God, make it stop. Not yet, kid. BTL junkies twitch in the throes of their sordid dreams. One bored man stands ready to administer another chip if the creds are good. Who's this, Riker? Can't you see I'm busy here? This lady here has exotic tastes. She wants to help us out and is willing to pay for the privilege. That and a copy of the recording. Well, as long as Mr. J gets what he wants, I see no reason we can't make a little extra at the same time. I think young Zipper here is just about spent. Now, just give me a moment to hook up a recording rig to our friend here, and she'll have quite the BTL for hers personal collection. A lot of proofreading needed to be done on this game. You know what would make a great BTL? What? What I'm gonna do to you. Okay, so... Oh, there's Riker. Riker's probably the one so let's focus on him first. And then Paco has a baseball bat, but also a submachine. Oh! Fucking kidding. There we go. Okay, good. Very nice. Let's go talk to Zipper. Okay, good. I was hoping I didn't have to, like, unplug him through that panel on the wall. I don't know who you are, but thanks. You got lucky today, kid. If I were you, I'd play it safe from now on. You don't get lucky twice. Oh, I don't think I can move. Can you at least tell my dad? Okay, cool. I took a BTL. We'll avoid these folks. And, oh, there you are. There's Sim. Have you saved my son yet? Yes, but he's not doing too well. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what else there is to do in Riker's place. Okay. Yeah, one of the most important things to have on almost any run is a decker. Because that gets you into computer stuff. So let's take a look at the BTL library. The database has a vast array of BTLs covering all topics, from disturbing and sad to romantic and adventurous. Let's send a happy BTL to those junkies in the corner. Go back to the main menu, recording studio, reboot studio software. Nothing noticeable happens. And okay, yeah, without a decker handy, I think that's about all I can do in here. To loot. Doesn't look like it. An elevator gleams at the end of the hallway, out of place amongst the filth. Oh wait, did Riker drop something? Double check, because I feel like he might have dropped a key to the elevator or something. No, it doesn't look like it. I guess I'll enter a random set of numbers. The panel beeps disapprovingly. Okay, yeah, I'll just go up the side way. I don't know if there's actually a way to get up the elevator, at least without a decker. That's probably what it requires to hack the controls. Still not sure why that spirit is there to summon. Maybe if you do this run in a worse way than I did, then there's more combat to do. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's go upstairs. Stevie J's penthouse apartment might have been nice at one point in time, classic even, but now it's filled with neon tube lighting, broken down furniture, piles of rubbish, and crates containing who knows what. Still, compared to the rest of what you've seen, it's positively palatial. The only thing marring the penthouse's pseudo-luxury is a woman's cry of pain in the distance, followed by laughter, someone being tortured for another's pleasure. You step deeper into the apartment. Oh, 12 karma, that's nice. I don't super need anything right away, so generally what I'll do is wait to get to some kind of a shop so that I can see what kind of things are actually necessary. Oh, okay, there's Coyote. Just need to wend my way over to her. Oh, Frank. Oh, okay. Oh, no, never mind. Line of sight blocked. For a second I thought he wasn't an enemy. Paco doesn't have Overwatch. Actually, does Overwatch even exist in this game? I don't remember. Okay. Oh, there's some cover. The floor is quiet, save for the loud humming of fluorescent lights. Seems like you have the drop on Stevie J. Okay, there's Crund. Figure out the best place to 10% chance of a crit, 6% chance of hitting, so yeah, that's by far the better option. What the hey? Very nice, and there's enough of a chance to hit him, so why not? Alright, so now they know we're here. There's some cover, but not very good. I guess I'll take it. It'll have to do for now. And so let's check out the door. The room beyond the bars is a stinking jumble of burned flesh and dog flop. An enormous hellhound, its fur streaked with whip marks, growls low. The eyes of a second hellhound burn menacingly in the corner. Shove the zebra meat through the bars. The hellhounds devour the zebra meat in a few massive bites, and they let out a contented growl. Open the door. And it's not too terrible an idea to just send Paco in there. Oh! Yeah, it turns out it was a fairly bad idea. Yeah. You know what? She's pretty wounded already, so let's just, there we go. Finish her off, and then go talk to Coyote. Coyote is badly injured, but she's managing to hold it together. Are you alright? No time to talk. Coyote kneels and picks up the fallen guard's shotgun. It's time to finish this. Okay, so now I've got Coyote and Paco in my team, and hopefully the Hellhounds are still satisfied with their meal. Ooh, might have been a bad idea to get that close to him without the rest of my team. Oh, never mind. They don't seem to know I'm here. Try not to get people like clustered too close together because oh shit, that is not what I meant. Because that's how you get just repeatedly grenaded, by having everyone in a cluster all jumbled up. Ooh, shit. It's like a spirit I can summon. Alright, Pestilence. Oh, does he have any spells? Do we have Acid Stream? 9 damage versus this interface. Shadowrun Returns definitely didn't have their interface totally figured out. Honestly, it wasn't until Hong Kong where we got fully dialed in. Oh. Okay, let's see if I can do Confusion on it. Is that... Oh, 2 AP. I can't do that attack. Okay, that's good. Oh, Stevie J. Okay, there aren't really any great moves without getting clustered, but let's do that for now, and shotgun this fool. Oh, yes. You did exactly what I wanted you to do. A raspy, manic voice booms over the penthouse PA system. You really think you could come in here and shoot up my place? Do you know who I am? Hmm? I know who you are. You're the guy I'm gonna kill. Yep, that's Stevie J right there, so let's... Yeah, what spells do I have? Oh, yes. Use my eagle totem so that all of my, everyone nearby gets increased accuracy. That's... Didn't really want to use both of my AP on that, but here we go. And, oh, got more hit points than I'd prefer, but let's get acid stream on Stevie J. Fuck. Okay, ooh, very good. Now he's, incapacitated. Okay, if I go here and shotgun Stevie J, and how does that not get him too? But no, I can't. And with a bloody gurgle, Stevie J is no more. Only 3 damage. That's fine. Yeah, sure. Get this guy. Oh, that's right. She only has 1 AP because she summoned that pestilence. Totally forgot about that. So, good. That's sort of control of him. Yes, now he's getting the accuracy bonus, but I don't have enough. Well, you know what? I don't know how much HP he has right now, but yeah, I'm gonna mana burn, or whatever this game calls it, to use an acid stream. Okay, and then probably... Oh, wow. There we go. About time you got here, Paco. Who's your friend? Just another professional. I need to ask you some questions. Paco glares. Not now. Coyote, we need to get you back to the Union. Mrs. Kubota has that med lab in the basement. No. Coyote speaks through gritted teeth. No, I need to finish the other thing I came here for. I need to find something for Mr. Delilah first. A stash of gems. Delilah? I thought you said you'd never do another deal with him. With that man. Look, Paco, I need an excuse to come back here and settle some debts. Figured I might as well get paid for it. Her voice is strong still, but her body's beginning to shake. Paco, help her back to the Union. I'll find those gems for you, then meet you there. Coyote looks as though she's about to argue, but says nothing. Come on, Coyote, let's go. Okay, I feel like I wasn't all alone the last time I did this, so maybe I should have chosen differently. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Serrano. Probably put a little distance between, oh, but they can breathe fire. And they can also to chase after me. Nope, magic. Oh, that's right, I don't have any. Wait, did it heal? Oh, and I can't run very far away because he keeps doing AP damage. So I might. Okay, yeah. Let's do some summoning. Wind Dancer. Ooh, lightning bolt. Oh yes. God damn it. Come on, you fucker. Ooh, I can lightning bolt again. Shit. No! God damn it. I don't know when the last time it saved was, so let's try that. Ugh. Huffing and puffing, you reach the top of the stairs. Looks like... Oh. Guess we'll never know. The floor is quiet, save for the loud humming of fluorescent lights. Seems like you have to drop it, Stevie J. There's no cover anywhere. There's a little bit there. Okay, get a little closer. Very good. Cover. And shove the zebra meat through the bars. Open the door. Ah, shit. Actually, no, I think it does kind of make sense to... You know what? Let me do this first, so that I can get myself there, and that way... Oh. Pocket. Get in there, and... Oh, man. Coyote again. She's badly injured, but she's managing to hold it together. You Coyote? You know what? I already went through all this dialogue, and there's no one new here since I did, so just skip that. Go. Alright. So I know we've got... there, we got that dickhead. That dickhead, and Stevie J, I think it's right there. Oh, I do have line of sight. So for now... You know what? I'll hold off on the totem until we've got more people in position. Third. Still can't see Stevie J, but I will soon enough. And her. Oh, there's Stevie J. I know longer have the drop on him, but I do have Eagle. Yep. Crunned out first. Wait, why did he only have 1 AP? Come on, guys. Can he spray and pray? Yes. That didn't help. Spray and pray is supposed to let you get multiple targets, but that doesn't always happen, so, you know. More people alive right now than I would prefer. Yes. I'm someone who already moved. So get Thistle down. He doesn't. Yeah. Too much health, but more than I do, I guess, or more than I'm capable of doing to him. Okay, so let's just take care of these assholes. Oh no. Don't recover 6 hit points. Yeah, let's focus on. Damn it! Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Oh well. Drop spray and pray. Dead and dead. Not dead yet. Dead. Yeah. Okay. Questions. Okay, let me. Yes, let me do that so that I can still have Coyote and Paco with me in the upcoming fight. Coyote looks as though she's about to argue, but says nothing. Come on, Coyote, let's go. Wait, what? Oh! Okay, no, I get it now. It was the right choice to do the rest of the run myself, kill that hellhound, and then get the gems. But I can't do that. Well, I mean, I could restart, but despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the seamstresses' union. Heads raise, and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces, but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone, held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Mrs. Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet. Fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye. Fear. This woman is face down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Mrs. Kubota, I had a run that went bad. Soka, I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer, it will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Hi, Mrs. Kubota. My apologies again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I'm aware of your financial situation. When you're healed, we will discuss the concept of Giri, the debt of honor. Now go. Bleed elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. 2 more karma. You know, I've got 20 now. I probably should have spent some in the last battle. But this lets me to check out what's going on in the vendors, like what they have for sale, so that I know what things I need to upgrade first. So, Squirta again. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you. Don't worry, Gato, Bloodfeather. That girl is precious to me. It is not often that we see acts like these in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. I missed how much she gave me, but I'll find out soon enough. I am honored, Mrs. Kubota. Thank you. You are most welcome, and I offer more than simple lodging. You will find that there is more to the Union than meets the eye. Wrong then. This is just who I am. I can't help it. Below us is a small facility exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it, you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyber dock, and a secure place to rest when the dreck hits the fan, as they say. My, you are quite the entrepreneur. Indeed. Normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, you are family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. Okay, so there's Van Gras. I can't remember if he was just the guy who... Van Gras is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display, and motioning to a runner standing nearby. All at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Van Gras. Make it quick. Biz is good. Talk to me. Mrs. Kubota actually didn't say anything about you, but I'll choose that option anyway. Nothing for you tonight. Sorry. I'm doing a thing right now. Important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey, lady, one more thing. He covers his comlink for a moment, tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence, too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. Sweet, and Jin Parks is gone, but now that I have access to downstairs, I wouldn't really need her anyway. So off to Johnny. Johnny leans on his seemingly brand new mop and surveying, God damn it, and surveys the crowd at the Union. Let's see. Thanks for the tip the other day. Mrs. Kubota said I should go to the safe house, but I don't quite know where that is. The piano's a little out of tune. Check it out. Now play GAFFC. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. The entrepreneurial Mrs. Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience. Black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and a fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. I think that's just my stash. Yeah, all I've got right now is a grenade and some drugs. There's Dr. Sarah Castle and her little friend. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Looked like you could use a hand. Ouch, bad joke right now. She looks down at her mangled arm. Okay, folks, I'm gonna have to ask you to go sit in the waiting area. Watch some Trivet or something. This young lady and I have work to do. Mrs. Kubota never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for. I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside? You'll take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote, I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. And time passes. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science, combined with Dot Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Thanks. Mrs. Kubota will have me working it off for the rest of my life. She notices your expression. You look like you've got something on your mind. I have some questions. She flashes you a puzzled look. What kind of questions? About Sam Watts. Sam Watts? What about him? Sam's dad. Holy dreck, Sam. I can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. I asked this last time, and I'm not sure how that word is intended in the Shadowrun universe. So maybe I was just asking if they fucked, and that wasn't what I meant to ask. I'm a musician, so that word generally means something different to me, and I never use it in that sense. No accounting for taste, Sam made some bad jokes. Not when he was sober. He was chill and funny. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake Armitage? Yeah, you know him? Met him. He's a charmer, too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. There's no way that's his natural hair color. Anyway, Sam and Jake were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Cluve wasn't around. Can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. You said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Sam Drek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies. At least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad, but Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying. Didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even. All better. Just like that? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe you can make some sort of deal. We'll see. Let's check out Sam's bunk. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image on the photo. The picture is of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of the lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Let's check the back. Written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, summer 2040. I think it's 2054 is the current year when this game takes place, maybe 2053. So this was about 13 years ago. Take the photo, and let's check out the wares. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young elf, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Half-Dream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Let me see what you have. Okay, I've already got a power bolt. I'm trying to be better about focusing on shaman stuff, so let me... there is not a lot to choose from right now. I don't really want to do... I should probably buy some fetishes, but I don't really... No, stop. I need to stop thinking like that because, again, if I'm not spending my money on cyberware or guns, then I can afford a little bit more. But I still have, I think, 2 of mine. Yeah, I've got the 2 Force 1s. Those are 75. Yeah, I'll hold off for now. See if there are any spells. Lightning Bolt is great. Acid Stream. Minus 1 AP and 10 damage versus 9 damage and then minus 6 HP for only 1 round? Yeah, I like AP damage. I need to get my conjuring up. This is any sound I can put up to 0. Wow. She casting 10, that's crazy. I don't think any any weapons require level 10 ranged combat or anything like that, so that's crazy. Oh yes, heal. I definitely need healing. And yeah, I think that'll do for now. And oh shit! I need another spell slot, so I need to upgrade my spell casting. Because, or did I only buy the 2 spells? I must have, because I only have 2 and... Yeah, I did, okay. Boom. So that's all for now. Let's see if you've got any new outfits. We'll get my spell casting or my willpower or something up. Nope, same old shit. Intelligence, charisma... yeah, I'm gonna stand on my current outfit. Probably increase my body to get more hit points. I don't really need strength in this run. Intelligence is useful for biotech, but not much else. Like for a shaman. Willpower spellcasting gets me ley lines and another spellbook slot at level 4. Spellbook slot at level 4 spirit summoning, so that in his spellcasting. Okay. Seems reasonable. Now I've got... I thought I put enough points into things to get an extra spell slot, but maybe since I only have the 4 spells right now... Nope, he just sells guns. He is a decker. So yeah, I guess that's really all I need for right now. So go talk to... which one's Mr. Delilah? Oh, that's you. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back, and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done, and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Message from Coyote. The run was a bust. Why don't you tell me yourself? That's a show of disrespect. She's downstairs in the med bay, got her arm torn off on the job. Holy hell, how'd she make it back? I pulled her ass out of there. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in. Yeah, I bet you did. Okay, tell Coyote no hard feelings. I'll have someone else get the stones. Listen, if you look like the sort of woman who might run a crew of your own one day, might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. I'll remember that. You do that. Oh, was that not considered one of my objectives? Return to Coyote, okay. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? I found something in the bunk Sam was using. Yeah? Great. What was it? A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned her once or twice. It didn't sound like they got along well, she thinks. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chirps and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Yeah, let's be nice with him for now. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks, I appreciate the help. And, let's see. Okay, I spent all my karma. Got all the spells I need. I've also got a pretty good amount of money. So, let me check Algernon out again. Oh yeah, now that I've got my conjuring up, maybe there's some more... Oh yeah. I just have a hard time finding any of the shaman abilities that useful. I'm a very simple man in some respects, and one is that I like shooting lightning at people, not, creating an area of fog that damages anyone who passes through. That's less reliable. And the barriers I do not like at all. But fog... Could buy some new fetishes, but I think I'll wait to use the ones I already have. Flamethrower is a pretty good spell. Mana, armor. Oh, can I get aim? Yes. Alright, aim it is. What the fuck? I thought I had an extra spellbook slot. rush for the outfit. Okay, let me look at my stats again. Oh, you know what? Let me look at it, because spirit summoning increases a spellbook slot. But that's at 2 and 4. Conjuring increases spellbook slot. So, how many am I supposed to have right now? I think... You know what? I think I started with 3 spirit summoning. So maybe I can only have 4 until I get to, like, level 6? That's awesome. And I guess those are all the bonuses I get. What's the maximum for elves? Yes, okay, 12. That's awesome. About spirit control, no special bonuses on anything, it doesn't look like. And then spellbook slot maybe at level 4. Yeah, all of these barriers that I don't particularly like using. But I could get up to level 12 and everything, but I also... Let me take a look at what spellcasting does. Ley lines visible through fog of war. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's right. If I'm going to do spellcasting, it's better to be a dwarf. See, now the temptation for me will be to put all of my karma into spellcasting and willpower, but I'm trying to take shamans more seriously. It's a conundrum. It's tricky for me. Okay, so for now, that's all the spell slots I have. As great as, wait a second. Do I not have a trauma kit? I do. So it's weird that I just straight up died on the last run, unless I only got that after I came back. See what Mr. Kluve is up to? The Hulk control bouncer in the immaculate suit stands as impassively as ever. The absence of dust on his broad shoulders is the only real indication that the man ever moves. He nods to you when you approach. Evening. I see Coyote is back, looking only a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that? The having her back part, yes. You have the gratitude of everyone here, especially mine. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. You're just a big old sheepdog, aren't you? Not the comparison made of most trolls, but I'm happy to defy expectations. Mind if I ask you a few questions? Haven't minded so far. You hear anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper, but people say a lot of things about what they don't know or what they don't understand. You know where I can find a fence? I already know that, so I don't need to worry about asking that. How long have you been working for Mrs. Kubota? I crawled in here after I awoke. Mrs. Kubota took me in and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. Do you have to pay extra for a manicure on hands that big? It's not the size they charge more for, it's the blood under the fingernails. I should be going. Just one moment. Catch you around. And let me talk to Delilah again. I don't think there's much else to do in Vangross is probably still not really talking to people. I need to finish this call, perhaps another time? Yeah. So I guess that's see if Mrs. Kubota has anything else. How else may I be of service? You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the Royale but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim chips and became addicted to BTLs. Coyote has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. You know what? I don't particularly care about the rest of this stuff right now, so I will just get on with my mission. Which I've already forgotten what it is. Oh yeah, I'm checking out another murder scene on the docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wood pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken-down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Okay, nothing back that way. Can't talk to them. Streetwalker. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Glad we had this chat. Is there anything further this direction? No. Halt! The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Officer Aguirre called me in. Needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security or if they were let in. Oh, of course. I'll open the gate. Aguirre is just inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. Yeah, I bet, buddy. God, 3 karma just for getting the gate open without violence. Pretty sure that the last time I played through this game I searched like the entire docks and didn't find anything, so probably just wasting my time, but I am on Twitch. Nothing. Okay, that... Ooh, stuff to loot. Phosphorus grenade. My strength is... nothing, so I'm not going to bother with grenades on this run. That's just not what I'm doing. You know, a concussion grenade would be pretty great to have, but if I can't, like, reliably throw it in the direction of my choosing, then it's really of no use. And there's nothing over her. No. Okay, so let's just go inside. You are about to transition to a new location. Continue. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks. Atop a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things, and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Okay, talk to... Oh, fuck, is McCluskey already here? That looks like McCluskey, but... Talk to Aguirre. Took your sweet time, didn't you? I'm a busy woman. Who's the corpse? Just a corpse. And one that's not going to do anything for my career, I can tell you that. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim here worked at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? Yeah, it's already been explained to you. The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate that he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Let's see. Spilling corpse secrets? Not the wisest career choice. Nope. Some runner like you probably offed him to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Okay, there's the office. How do I get into there? Maybe I don't. Just check out the locker. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. I will hold off on this for now. I know that that stuff becomes important later, and I don't want to mess anything up. So let's check out the computer. The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Case file 95. Case file number 95. Federated Boeing Jetliner IDN number 2305. Corporate owner, Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m. The pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. That shouldn't be possible, because that would mean you're below sea level. 2:49 a.m. The co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58 a.m. The pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04 a.m. The co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12 a.m. The plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Okay, so let's check out case 96. Okay, so case file number 96, Pratt & Whitney unmanned IDN number 327, corporate owner Ares. Summary, redacted, time log, redacted. Very useful. So 98, this file has been corrupted. Let's look at the private notes. Pertain to the NTSB case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. That is the computer for now. We investigate. Okay. Oh, Dresden. Let's see if there's any way in here. The door is locked, but you might be able to bypass it if you could get under the maintenance panel. Okay, let's talk to Dresden first. Bloodfeather! Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did, at any rate. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death? Unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Nice hole where his chest was. So what was on the butcher's shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Yeah, what about Blind Amy's eyes? Blind Sarah? What was her name? I don't remember. Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. Same. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's heart was also a transplant. Granted, Modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Who's that woman over there? No clue. She just showed up. Next to Ken, I think. I'm going to take a look around. Good luck out there. So now talk to Shannon. Yeah, Half Sky. I remembered her name as Half Moon. That was close. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her given the circumstances, but then inspiration dispels the dark clouds surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak, that's a given. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Of course. Find 2 haunted objects. Okay, this came up sooner than I thought it was going to. So I've got 2 objects in here that may or may not be haunted. Let's look at the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. This appears to be the okay. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end. And when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items that the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Okay, so I need to look elsewhere to find the other haunted items. The old poster depicts a svelte young woman posing with an assault rifle. You don't need to go right now. Alright, so let's see what's through here. Or is there just anything else I could look at? Okay, good. Let's see what's here. There is a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Let's dig through that shoe pile and find nothing interesting. Okay. Not a lot of action items in here. Can I get in? I don't think so. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Let's dig through that, and a sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. So let's look at the earring. Ah, the earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense, primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Fret stick and 200 new yen, not too bad. So I've got 2 items, and me being the way I am, I'm gonna see if I can find some more. But I can't get in through there, so those are gonna have to be the 2 items I use. Let's talk to Shannon again, give her the items. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Let's see. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Then we get kicked out. I get 5 karma. I am rolling in it. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across this warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Agreed. I expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. Good, I'll put up the money. 4,000? Hell yes, I will not spend remotely that much. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it, then shoves the whole lot at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. And let's get out of here. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops up on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Boy, Bloodfeather, you in the middle of something? No problem, what do you need? Backup. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead? It's not a lead. Her face lightens up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you now. I need you right now. Ah, God. Same old thing, like, I need... Okay, I'm just going... You know what? I don't want to be a dick to Coyote. I'm just gonna help her out. Because she'd probably only give me, like, 200, even if she were willing to pay me. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool, filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Thanks for meeting us, Bloodfeather. I owe you one. Okay, yeah, let's get it done. I have a killer to find. You got it. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. And I did not tell her I didn't need her help. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, I don't know much. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Okay. Talk to the clocker. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looking past to see if there are others, licks his lips, and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi! Hoi! How you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker. Trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You want to go on a ride? Just let me in. I'll see you around after this. Probably see you lots. Okay, got in without incident. A concerned woman. Charlie. Nothing this way. See what the concerned woman is up to. The woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that Drek they're selling. BTLs are killers. Theirs most of all. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has my son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. What kind of guards do they have on this place? She looks around, frightened, whispers, "You're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza." Japanese mafia. Oh man. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We have Surprise on our side. Looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker, trades his time for chips like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come out, so I imagine he's riding a dream chip. Okay, that's all we need from the concerned woman. Let's see what's further this direction. There's Jamal. Jamal has the look of a long-time chiphead, emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at, Spike Ear? You're a dwarf, sir. You have spiky ears, too. I hear you have a pass card. You hear right. I got a few. I sell them at a discount. Charlie charges 50 new yen for them, but I can get you 3 for 100. I was thinking 75, and I was thinking slot off. Alright, fine. Let's do that. I just got a ton of money, so not in dire straits right now. And just head in, because I would rather go in with passes than have to shoot through. Oh, god damn it. Charlie's an orc with an expression of boredom and one milky eye. He drones through his standard patter. Need a pass, 50 new yen each, 150 for the lot of you. That'll let you come in and Come and go as you please. You can chip in there and we'll keep you safe while you ride. BTL chips are separate cost. Lasts about 3 hours. Prices vary. Buy those inside. Wait a second. Didn't I just pay Jamal $200 for 3 passes? Son of a bitch. And I didn't even need to buy them at all, probably. Yeah, sure, that math works for me. See you on the way out. Keep moving across the bridge. Nothing to steal. Nothing to investigate. Nothing over here, so it's just this facility. The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place! I told you it was only a matter of time! The man with the cyberdeck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. You messed with the wrong BTL lab. Aho? This is a Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You're fragged. Bloodfeather, don't attack any of the chip heads. They don't know what they're doing, and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties. Got it. I have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers if they got caught in the middle. Alright, so I need to use the concussion grenade on that decker. Probably thereabouts. Get to some cover, and... Oh. That's too good of cover. I can't aim at anything from here. Oh! The controls in this game. 74 for chip head, security. Nice, 2 hits. Get over here. So you can get the drop on that operator who just left. Good shot. Okay, so operator, chip head, security. Oh, yeah. Of the spirit. Okay, I don't want that. Acids. No, not the chip head. I don't really have great options right now. So let's just move. Then, still can't do anything, but I can... Lightning. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so... Oh, that's why. Because this doesn't show up on my loadout. But it is ever present. Okay, so let's... Lightning... Her. Oh! Good. Dead. What about Coyote? 46%. Rat. Okay, I guess I'll get a little bit closer without getting out of cover. Oh, good. Need to take him out so that he stops controlling the BTL junkies. Hey. Oh boy. cover. She's still, well, yeah, sure. Disease. Oh shit, I didn't mean to hit the chip head. That only gets me to 46. That's still not great. Okay. That was a shaman. Yeah, let's do that. Reload. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, come on. Fucking RPGs. Standing just feet away from someone, fire a shotgun at them twice, and I miss both times. I hope that chiphead woman gets away from pestilence. Okay, fine. I guess I'll, attack the chip. BTL operator. I don't need to use a... Whoops. I don't need to use a spell on her. I just need to... There we go. Oh, and now... No, I still can't attack the shaman. I guess I'm blocked. So... Yeah, let's just go attack him. Oh! Minus 2 AP, that's good. Go a little bit closer. Still not great, but at least I can shoot the shaman. Once. Okay, let's deal with... Yeah, let's deal with... What? You were right there. Oh yeah, I forgot about Paco's concussion grenade. That would have been helpful. Let's see what she's got. Oh, she's got grenades too, but I already used 1 AP, so fine. Okay, good. The chip heads are moving out of the way. You missed me with your katana. So, I'll consider... That turn worked out pretty well for me. Wind Dancer, Bodyguard, Shaman. wish you'd done a little more damage. Take what I can get right now. If he just heals himself, then he has... Oh, so much for that. Yeah, that's everyone. So let's get Paco. I don't have a Decker, but we can at least get him to the computer. Better than Life Database Management System. Oh, man. See, what was I saying earlier? A Decker is critical to have on most missions. And if you are a Decker yourself, that can be super helpful. I did a run through... I don't remember which game it was, where I was basically dual-classed as a Decker and a Rigger. Oh, that was through Dragonfall, where you do have a Decker permanently on your team, and he was a much better Decker than I was, because I just was putting most of my stats into drone stuff and probably ranged combat, because I'm all about the rifles. But yeah, being able to deck or deploy drones to get into like difficult to reach places was super helpful. But since I don't have a Decker, I'm gonna have to do this by force.
Eject the BTL Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chipheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt.
What the hell? Who slugged me out? Who slugged me out?
Gino, it's me. It's Carla.
Gino looks at her with glazed eyes, no recognition.
Slide me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slide me back in.
He looks around the room, angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him.
Gino, no.
Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp, and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt, and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him, horrified, with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly.
Back up! Just back the hell up!
Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. He presses his hands to the sides of his head, his fingers still on the trigger. Squints.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
We're trying to help you.
This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me.
He looks around at the squalor of the room, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery.
Oh, God, look at me.
Put the gun down, Gino. Come with us.
No, you don't. You can't understand what's way out there. Out here. I'm naked. I gotta slow it and get away.
He points the gun at Coyote.
You're gonna stop me. Try and kill me first.
Gino, no.
Oh, good.
Oh, shit. It didn't have to turn out that way. I don't remember what, like, different lines of dialogue I had to say to make it work out, but anyway, I'm sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. Coyote looks at you, tears in her eyes. He was beyond help, Coyote. I'm sorry, but he's at rest now. I'm not stopping. Not now, not ever. She looks at Paco. Back at you, the angel of death. A real rain is coming to Seattle, and It's gonna wash the scum off the streets. I'm going to burn every mother-fragging BTL shop in the sprawl until they're gone. Every mother-fragging one. So that's already 2 missions, both involving Coyote, that didn't go the way I hoped they would and the way that I know they don't have to. So, anyway, Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper, but getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good where was I? A good fixer is worth the new yen. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nova hot decker for your matrix work. Running the shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey, Bloodfeather, there's a woman looking for you, Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything, wouldn't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon, just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delisle is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've met him. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz. Connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering me? You mean my ex? Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since that last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at that Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. So let's see what Bartlett's all about. Full of life, with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey lady, what's shaking? Have you looked around? There's a whole lot of shaking going on. I got something that might rock your world if you got time. Okay, I'll listen to him. You ever heard of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. An in-the-know lady like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. Of course I have. Then you know you can hire us to run with you when you need expert help. Not just any tube calling himself a runner. We cost more, but we're worth it. Okay, let's see what Van Grass is up to. I'm very busy. You show me something worth my time or you walk away. Oh, cool. Data from the NTSB. Renraku said it would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. I've got 800 new yen for something like that. I know you'll double dip on this one, make it 1,000. As long as you keep bringing stuff like this, sure. So how much money do I have right now? Cool, 7,000. Very good. Okay, I'll talk to Jessica first. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Miss Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it is clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? My friends call me Bloodfeather, and I counted Sam among them. That's funny, I didn't think Sam had any friends. Friendship is defined a little differently in the shadows. I suppose it would have to be. So you're the one I was told about on the phone? A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. That's right, and I'm hoping you can help me get to the bottom of this. I don't know what you use I'll be. Just a few questions is all. All right, but... She then furrows her brow, regarding him more critically. You're not with the police, are you? I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she is clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put this all behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? Lone Star? Professional? Not the ones I've seen. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my trouble. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Okay, I'll try. I'm afraid that's on a need-to-know basis. This is ridiculous. He was my brother, and you seem real shaken up by his death. Fine, I'll pay you $100 just to tell me. Done. Sam Watts. I don't understand. It's called a dead man switch. It triggered when he died. Am I to believe that my drunken sot of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh, she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Bloodfeather. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam... Well, Sam was Sam. You know, I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more than to give you closure, and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this. Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, Bloodfeather. Worthless. He used people. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you're honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? When was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. There was a note on Sam's body. Sounded like an apology, an offer to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Picture. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk? I can't believe he kept this. You looked so much alike as kids, and happy. She smiles through a brief reverie. We were twins, partners in crime, best friends. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after, everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did. But he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2-3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust. So finally, I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward. one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another ready to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sure, I got what I needed from it. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, and so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Cal-free. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid asking her that. If only because I know the answer. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. But before you go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, Bloodfeather. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. And I think I'm going to hold right there for tonight. So, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Thanks for coming.